Welcome to Sports, Wheels, and Reels with Jeff Miller and Austin Horton. One show, two guys, three topics, unlimited possibilities. Presented by Mark Miller Subaru. Engage with us on social media or email us at podcast@mmsubaru.com. And now, welcome your hosts, Jeff Miller and Austin Horton.
Should we leave that in? Episode 36. He's Jeff. I'm Austin, Ashley producing as always. Hey, Jeff.
How's it going?
Oh, I'm so happy.
Been a while.
We are closing out the year.
One last podcast to finish the year.
And then it will be canceled.
For the rest of 2022.
Until next year. That was going to be
It was going to be a good joke. I ruined it all for you.
My dad badge right there. How are you? You've been out having fun.
Good, yeah, been lots of crazy stuff with Christmas and all that.
And you've been TCBing.
TCB.
Taking care of business.
That's also very good.
We have a lot of good news here at Mark Miller Subaru, including if you've been waiting for us to have cars available.
We have some cars. There's
Come on.
6 available on the ground at Midtown and like 3 or 4 at Southtown. Some Outback. There's an Outback available. There's 2 Foresters, 3 Foresters. So if you want to buy a car the next couple days, they are available.
Yeah.
You could actually come in and it's the rare occasion when you can come in, pick a car, and leave with it.
We have a BRZ on the floor right
We do.
and it's a manual.
It is a rare vehicle.
So, all right, come on in and see us. Coming up in sports, the Jazz are doing Jazz things in good and bad ways. The Utes getting ready for...
Big game on Tuesday? Monday?
Yeah, not tomorrow.
Monday.
Did I write tomorrow?
No.
I did write tomorrow in the rundown, but...
It's Monday.
It is on the 2nd of January, not New Year's Eve. And then my favorite new sports reporter of all time.
Yes.
Or maybe reporter
ever
of all time, yeah. Certainly my favorite weather guy ever. In Wheels, the new animal has been released here at Subaru. The Solterra, we're rolling those out.
On the ground.
Somebody bought a new car.
Yeah.
Someone else bought a new car, not from me.
Oh, the nerve.
And Super Blue's final clue.
Ooh, it's a good clue, too. You should be able to get this one.
I did not get it.
Austin was incorrect on his guesses.
I was not even close. So then also a movie I saw on Netflix that is in theaters that I loved and hated. And then if you are a Christmas movie
Christmas
person,
releases.
there was like 17 movies that came out.
Some great movies came out.
All up next on the episode 36 of Sports, Wheels, and Reels. Be right back.
No matter where you live in Utah, your child should have access to the educational programs that help them learn inside and outside of the classroom.
Living unsheltered on Utah's streets is challenging, and when you're down on your luck, sometimes you just need a helping hand and a loving heart. Discovery Gateway Children's Museum uses their Subaru outreach fleet to take informal science education programs to every classroom in the state to help teachers inspire their students.
Volunteers of America uses their Subarus to deliver critical services to those living on the streets to help lift them out of homelessness.
When we deliver opportunities for success, we're creating a stronger future for our community and building leaders of tomorrow. Join Mark Miller Subaru in delivering hope during the Subaru Share the Love event happening now. Learn more at markmillersubaru.com.
Jeff Miller.
Sports
fans.
The Jazz.
That logo is outdated.
It is.
But it's better than the one they have. The contrast works better on the screen. All right, so the Jazz are not as... Remember a few weeks ago I said I thought they'd win 4 in their next 15 games?
They've won like 6.
They've done 2 better than I thought. Yeah. They are 6-7 for the month right now.
The key is that they're out there 19-18. They're still in the playoff game, I think, is where they're at. I think
10th?
they're 8th or 9th right now.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But
the play-in game. Yeah.
They're not getting blown out. They're in every game. They can beat anybody. I don't know. What's going to be interesting is what we always heard is after 30 games or so, which right now they're past that, but they're going to revisit where they're a team and then decide what they're going to do. Do you think there's a trade that blows this team up?
I still think I'm in the camp that they should be sellers.
What's the trade? There's a trade out there rumored with Atlanta.
Nah, see, I don't as
Which-
much as I would love John Collins to come home to Utah.
Yeah. But it was John Collins who the Jazz would have to give up Beasley and was it Horton Tucker?
I saw it was Beasley and Sexton. No, was it?
No, they won't give up Sexton.
Rudy Gay,
Rudy Gay and Beasley, and then they get
which I'd be okay.
they get Collins, and then Crowder goes to Atlanta, and those guys go to Phoenix.
The issue there is Collins is a starter.
Yes,
Is he a starter in your plans to win a championship in the next 10 years?
totally, and expensive. I don't know.
Yeah, I
He's a
don't
good
know.
player. If he plays how he did 2 years ago, then yeah. But this year he's horrible.
He's kind of falling apart, man. He's
But
kind
a
of
lot
having
of it can
health
be
issues.
a lot of it can be situational,
I guess so.
right?
Oh, and Atlanta's a disaster.
Yeah, if you're not happy, you're in a weird spot. Like,
When the star hates the things going on there.
yeah, I mean that's a tough situation. But I mean, that's the question: is do they blow it up? Do they make some big trades, or do they just kind of let it run and see what happens?
So right now with Minnesota's pick, they're in the top 10 in the draft.
And they got 3 picks. They got their own Minnesota's, and they got the worst, probably Houston's pick, right? Or no, not Houston's pick, Brooklyn's pick probably.
Brooklyn.
So
Yeah,
Brooklyn will be a 25, 26 pick.
Right.
But
But could they get into that top 5?
if they got lucky.
And this is the draft to do that for.
So by trading to make them worse.
Yes.
But what trade would they have to make themselves that bad? Conley?
Conley we've seen is absolutely vital to the success they've had this year.
They're not trading Markkanen. That's not happening.
No, Larry Markkinen, who should be an all-star but will be a coach's pick because it's in Salt Lake.
No, we'll talk about that one. We'll talk about now. So they're Markkanen.
Oh, that guy.
24 and 8, shooting 53% and 44% from 3.
Unbelievable.
How that's not an all-star, I don't know. That's an all-star.
It's a crowded West, but it's still. I think he should be an all-star.
He should be a coach. He won't be a fan pick because that doesn't
it's
ever
a
happen from Utah.
population thing.
But he should be the coach. He should be a coach's pick for a reserve. If he's not a coach's pick for reserve, there's always an injury replacement. He's the guaranteed number 1 injury replacement.
Right now,
In a Salt Lake City game,
Yeah.
they'll want a Utah guy on the roster. He will be an injury replacement no matter what.
and it won't be a token replacement because it's in Salt Lake. It'll just be coincidence.
That he's the guy that's most worthy. But I think the coaches will pick him.
I think he should do the 3-point shootout too.
So what they always do, they always have a local guy and everything. I think it probably might be Beasley.
Yeah, well, he's been fire.
Yeah, I think Beasley might get that spot. You probably have Conley in the skills challenge.
Oh man, I don't know. He might get hurt.
The skills challenge.
Ball bounces back at him. I don't know.
Do they have a dunk guy?
Uh,
Horton Tucker?
No, not Horton Tucker.
Is there anybody?
Clarkson
doesn't really dunk.
He could.
Yeah, but
How about why did I just blank on his name?
Walker Kessler?
Kessler.
He doesn't-
Get him in the dunk competition.
Well, he'll be in the Rising Stars.
Yeah, he should be.
No, he'll be in the rookie game thing.
The other thing,
Because they always try and put one guy from local in every competition.
they do.
Yeah, so the Jazz will get some spots. My guess is it's Beasley is at 3-point. Markkanen is an all-star. Conley in the skills challenge. And
Maybe
then,
Sexton.
I don't know if anybody in the dunk contest.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't think.
Donovan. Oh wait. The Jared Vanderbilt, real quick. Thoughts on him?
He's interesting. He's the energy guy, right? So he's the guy who has the energy, but he's an offensive liability.
Yeah. Yes.
You can't put him and Kessler on the floor at the same time.
Nope.
So he works when he's with Olynyk and Markkanen because it's okay to have one guy that can't shoot, but you can't have 2 guys that can't shoot on the court ever in the NBA game. It just doesn't work.
Unless you want to lose a lot.
Yeah, so you can't put Vanderbilt and Kessler together. So what Vanderbilt being on the roster does is limits Kessler's minutes, which is what they don't want to do. I think if they could play Kessler 30 minutes a night, they'd play Kessler 30 minutes a night
Yeah.
because he's that good, and they want him to develop that much faster.
Well, and that's why Olynyk could be moved. But I think if the Jazz could find a taker for Vanderbilt, all due respect to Jared Vanderbilt, I think that'd be a good move for
I
the
think
Jazz.
you're more short of the guys on the bottom of the bench, the Horton Tuckers and those guys. The guys that are most likely to get moved are probably Vanderbilt,
Veterans.
Beasley,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Rudy Gay. I like Beasley, though, because I think he's really trying really hard to be a good human being.
He appears to have made a turn.
Yeah, like he knows that he screwed up. He screwed up in his life, and you can just tell he wants to be that guy. He's the first guy off the bench every time a timeout comes up. He's that guy. He's fully engaged 100% of the time. And you like that.
All right, so that's the Utah Jazz. The Utes are, what do we say, smelling roses. They went to Disneyland.
Bowl.
Did you see Kyle Whittingham in the horse-drawn carriage?
Was he?
Yeah, so Whittingham with his long flowing Charleston Heston
His
hair.
locks.
Yeah, and there's this Disneyland coach guy in this full getup, and Whittingham's just kind of like, but in the carriage is Whittingham's little grandson, just having the time of his life.
Oh, I'm sure.
It was so much fun to see.
How many more years do you think you have Whittingham?
That's the question, right? Let's say they win this game.
You retire?
They have a top 80 recruiting class.
Top 25 recruiting class. It's ranked 23rd.
Oh.
Best recruiting.
Who's top 80?
I don't know. Probably BYU.
I don't know about that.
But that is the best recruiting class in Utah history.
Sets up who we all assume is the next guy, Morgan Scally.
You assume Rising's coming back.
Yeah.
I bet Rising's coming back.
Unless he lights the roll on fire in the Rose Bowl.
Yeah, that's
which
true.
he's not going to. Sorry, Cam. Penn State's defense is good. So this would be, Whittingham could look at that and go, I've done it all. I've done what I can, short of winning a national title for the Utes. And I don't want to end up
but
like
you could argue that he did.
Oh, I guess you could.
You could argue that he did. They just got screwed.
You mean 2008?
Yeah. They're the best team in the country and then waxed Alabama in a bowl.
Yeah. I guess you could. Yeah.
Yeah, they were definitely the best team in the country that year.
If we're you know what? Let's say this: if BYU's national championship counted,
Utah
then that
count.
should have
Totally.
It's the same deal.
It's the same thing. They didn't play everybody.
Yep. So I think you could see Kyle Whittingham walk away. Our friend Gordon Monson wrote a piece in the Trib, or just before Christmas or on Christmas Day, I can't remember, about this very topic.
Yeah.
And set it up really nicely that Whittingham has never shied away from, he does not want to die young like his dad did. Mm-hmm. He lost. If you look at pictures of when Whittingham became the head coach and now, he looks like a fitness model now.
Yeah. He works out with the team.
Not that he was obese then, but he was just doughy,
No.
like me. And now he's a chiseled man.
Oh, yeah.
He's taking care of himself. He's got himself set up.
Do you like Scally as a replacement?
I don't love Morgan.
Just because of the history?
I like it for one reason, and it's you're having all this success. He's done all this recruiting. He's been along for the ride. He's been the coach in waiting.
He's a Utah guy through and through.
You don't go outside and disrupt things. However, I tend to believe that when there's a big cornerstone change, that's the best time to tear it down before it comes down. Example.
But will it come down? You're talking about a team that's coming off back-to-back Pac-12 championships. They've got most of their team returning. They've got a top 23 recruiting class.
What's happening with the Pac-12?
And all of their recruiting that they've done has been not Whittingham. It's been Scally. It's been all these other guys. Yeah, those are the guys bringing these guys in. It's not – so you keep that whole staff together – it's another decade, and now all of a sudden USC and UCLA leave the Pac-12. Utah, Oregon will be favorites every year.
Yes.
Oregon had a top 5 recruiting class, by the way.
Yeah, well.
Including the best quarterback in the country.
They've got this little logo there. Yeah. But example, Ty Corbin.
Yeah, but Ty Corbin's not Morgan Stanley. Ty Corbin had been there for a few years. Morgan Stanley's been there for 15.
Ty Corbin, Jerry Sloan for years said if Phil Johnson didn't stay, it would be Ty Corbin.
Yeah, and Ty Corbin.
Jerry Sloan said that.
Yeah, and he's really bad.
Kyle Whittingham said it about Scally for years now.
I don't know.
I think that if you're gonna lose a big like trading Donovan and Rudy, that's the time to blow up a team. It's not to try and piece it together like they seem to have accidentally done. So that's just my opinion.
And you can't make the argument that they backdoored into that Pac-12 title game heavily.
Could. You very well could. I should be wearing a...
You should be wearing a goofy hat, but I forgot today.
All right, so that's on Tuesday.
Should have bought a motorcycle helmet or something.
What's that?
I should have put you in a bike helmet for the whole entire show.
like a little bell.
Yeah, like a little bell bike
Brand?
helmet.
Oh my gosh.
That's what we're definitely doing next
bike
week.
messenger
Next
helmet?
week you're wearing the bike helmet.
Oh my gosh, that's.
But I don't know.
I look terrible. No one looks.
Does
good.
Utah win this game?
Ugh.
The 2.5-point favorites.
Ugh.
I think it's going to be Utah by 5, personally.
Okay, yeah. Love you, Tom. I'll say yes, but I don't believe it.
3 o'clock kickoff Monday?
I have no
I think
idea.
it's 3 o'clock. After the Tournament of Roses and the Rose Bowl
What
parade.
channel is it on?
ABC.
Oh, thank goodness.
It's always on ABC.
Fox.
Isn't it? The Rose Bowl.
Yeah, you might be right. It's the granddaddy of them all.
I'll do a quick check. But
It's on.
I think
it's on the mountain.
I think they win this game and Whittingham retires.
Who have you heard things?
I have not heard anything. There's nothing out there in this world that I know special. That's just pure guesses. It is on ESPN.
Oh,
3 p.m. Monday. After the 11 a.m. USC Tulane game. USC draws Tulane. They're very excited about the Cotton Bowl.
all right. So that'll be fun. We'll talk about that next show. What happened there? Finally, this.
So does he? If he does announce, does he announce right after the game?
No, nope.
They give it a week, or
I think he'll do the John Stockton thing.
we'll just kind
Say
of quietly
that today's not the day to talk about those things. A few days later, he'll have a statement
press
put
conference.
out. And, yeah,
Interesting.
press conference.
So if they lose, he stays.
I kind of feel like he stays either way this time, but it could. He could be gone if they lose. I think he stays.
It's tough to walk away that kind of money too. It's when you're making $2-3 million a year, $5 million a year.
5.3
Yeah, it's tough to walk away
before
from.
bonuses.
It's tough to walk away from that. What's the bonus for winning the Rose Bowl?
Oh, I'm sure $1 million.
It should be.
Yeah,
It absolutely should be. The program makes a lot more than that.
you're right. Yeah.
All the coaches should
If
get.
it's less than that, you need a new agent.
Yeah, totally. Okay.
Finally, my favorite reporter.
Favorite reporter. Let's run the clip.
Mark, how you feeling out there?
Again, the same way I felt about 8 minutes ago when you asked me that same question, right? I normally do sports. Everything is canceled here for the next couple of days. So what better time to ask the sports guy to come in about 5 hours earlier than he would normally wake up, go stand out in the wind and the snow and the cold and tell other people not to do the same. I didn't even realize that there was a 3:30 also in the morning until today. It's absolutely fantastic, Ryan. You know, I'm used to these evening shows that are only 30 minutes long, and generally on those shows I'm inside. So this is a really long show. Tune in for the next couple hours to watch me progressively get crankier and crankier. How do I get that Storm Chaser 7 duty? I feel like Clint got the better end of that deal. You know, that thing's heated. The outdoors currently is not heated. Well, I'll tell you what, Ryan, I've got good news and I've got bad news. The good news is that I can still feel my face right now. The bad news is I kind of wish I couldn't. Can I go back to my regular job? I'm pretty sure, Ryan, that you guys added an extra hour to this show just because somebody likes torturing me, because compared to 2.5 hours ago, it is just getting colder and colder. Live in Waterloo for the last time this morning, thankfully, I'm Mark Woodley, News 7 KWWL.
You get what you get when you throw out the sports guy in the middle of the night.
Let the sports guy. Don't wake the sports guy up at 5:30 in the morning to go out in negative 10-degree temperatures to go do something he doesn't want to do.
Now we do need. This was a few weeks ago. This is not the one that's killing people in
No.
Buffalo. This is not that
No.
storm. He was just coming from a sports reporter background myself. He was being a little character.
No.
He wasn't, but there was a lot of truth to what he
yeah.
was throwing out there. Didn't want to be there, didn't want to do it. No one else was around. They knew the sports guy wasn't going anywhere in the heated sports time of the end of the year. Get Tommy the sportsman out on the street. Oh, great guy. Great report.
He must be a popular guy for them that can't get fired too, right? Like he's got to be a really good sports reporter because like his news manager had been so mad at him.
I think that's why.
I think it had 4 million hits in the first day or something like
He's
that.
probably known as that type of character. In that,
Yeah.
like if PK went and did the Blizzard report, that's what you're
Totally.
going to get there. All right, coming up next, Solterra, Ashley's new car, Solterra, Ashley's new car,
not a Solterra.
Super Blues final clue.
So stay tuned.
For the past 36 years, Volunteers of America, Utah, has been the life-saving voice and service provider for Utah's most vulnerable populations.
And with more than 40 Mark Miller Subaru vehicles, they deliver love and support to individuals experiencing homelessness in our community.
In 2017, Volunteers of America expanded their services by opening Utah's first homeless youth resource center.
This remarkable youth shelter not only provides a safe space for thousands of homeless youth in Utah, but offers them a place for food, warmth, mental and emotional support, and above all else, love.
And through the Subaru Love Promise, Mark Miller Subaru has been honored to partner with the VOA to help feed, shelter, and support the nearly 2,000 homeless youth who have benefited from their life-saving services. Join Mark Miller Subaru in delivering hope during the Subaru Share the Love event happening now.
Wheels. Solterra.
Vroom, vroom. Actually, it's more like vroom, vroom. Because
We've
it's
had
silent.
some. It makes noises, though.
It does
Up
make-
to 23 miles an hour.
it
It
does
makes a
make
little
noises.
beep out of the front of it so you don't run over people.
My favorite thing that about the Solterras that I've seen, we did a little social video when we got in the first one that rolled in here. There is no rear wiper blade on
It's
the
interesting,
Solterra.
right?
Those fins that they've designed off the top corners
Supposed to keep water on
supposed
stuff.
to disperse everything off.
We'll see.
We'll see how that goes.
Have you done all your Solterra training?
Yeah,
Have you?
yeah,
Bad Austin. I'm telling your manager.
bro. When you're the top salesman,
You get to just do whatever you want.
not me. All right.
I'm going to start quizzing you on
There
features
are
of the Solterra to see if you
There, are,
know
I
them.
have 3 more videos to watch.
Okay.
There are only 3 videos.
There were like 7 videos. He's lying to you.
All right, but yeah, we've sold 3 from here now,
Mhm.
and everyone has been very happy with them. I'll be real with you, not my favorite until I drove it. When I drove it around,
I love the look of
building
it.
the other day.
It's
You
a great.
do?
I think it's a great looking car.
Maybe it's just too new of a look for me.
I think for like it's a good looking EV. Like the EVs,
Oh,
they've
sure.
done such a tough job trying to make EVs look like distinctive and crazy looking. Like I think Subaru and Toyota nailed it. They did a good job making it look like an EV, but not too spacey and futuristic.
Yeah, and I mean the great thing is the all-wheel drive in the Subaru version, the Solterra. So
X-Drive mode and all that stuff.
and there was a time I thought we wouldn't see this car for a long time.
Yeah, they fixed it. The wheels don't fall off anymore.
The Solterra's ones never
The
did.
Solterra's now. It was only the Toyota's wheels that fell off. But now none of them do.
It is interesting when you code a Solterra in for a cell, it decodes as a
When you look for the
BZ4X.
warranty, right? When you
Yeah.
in our system, they screwed up. And if you open it up, it's funny. You open it up, there's a lot of Toyota stickers on that
Sure.
car. Like you open the hood, all the stickers, the emission stickers underneath say Toyota. The VIN stamp on the hood has a Toyota emblem on it.
Yep.
Like it's pretty funny.
It's a cool car though.
No, it'll be a great car. We're excited. Hopefully they start making more.
And do we have one in?
There's
SSLP
one actually
in rental, or
There's one in rental at both stores.
so you could
So
come,
you
rent
in,
one.
you can rent one, or we'll do test drives in it. And then the other one is I have one I think available at our Southtown store.
As of this taping,
As of this taping,
Yeah.
as of right now, it is not sold. It
Yeah.
will be sold hopefully in the next couple days, but as of right now, it's there.
all right. Ashley, we finally broke Ashley.
She finally got a Subaru.
We should have you on camera talking about this. Can you mic in? Can you turn your mic on? No?
No.
Yeah, wearing a mic. Oh, but it's not. Okay. So Ashley Bales, who, by the way, manager of the year,
She was also our manager of the year at the stores for sure.
well deserved. Oh, we had a phenomenal Christmas
It
party.
was a great Christmas party.
Thank you for
Yeah,
everyone
All-Star
that was
Lanes,
involved in that.
Valley
Was great.
Fair.
Yeah,
It was
well
really
done,
nice. That was a
All-Star.
fun place.
Out there at the
Give
West
them
Valley
definitely a
Mall.
shout out. I'd never been there before. That one's a fun place. I've been
There's
to the one in
everything there.
I've been to the one in Sandy, but I played some laser tag.
Yep.
There was bowling
Bumper
going on like
cars?
crazy, bumper cars.
There's a full bar.
Austin was playing Hungry Hungry Hippos on a full hippo. Should have gotten video. I really should have had a picture up here of it. I think I have a picture of my.
I won. No big deal. The Hungry Hungry Hippos. The life-size Hungry Hungry Hippos. I was hoping.
I'm gonna see if I have a picture of it.
I kept playing the basketball, full-size basketball game, and I made like 15 in a row. And I was looking around like, where is our social team? Why is this not being recorded? As soon as one of them walked by, I'm clanking left and right. I was like, oh, please don't have a video of this one.
I guess I didn't take a picture. I thought I took a picture
Of me playing Hungry Hungry Hippos?
Yeah.
I did not even know you were seeing me.
It was right behind you. Nope, I didn't take a picture.
You were behind me?
It would have been a really good picture.
Oh, brother.
Nope, sorry, man.
It was a great
no
time.
pictures of you.
So thanks to All Star Lanes and thanks to everyone here at Mark Miller for putting that on. Ashley, congrats on Manager of the Year. And can we put a picture of your car in? So she'll superimpose a picture of her new Forester Sport. Yep. We got rid of her lovely car. Not sure if we're still selling that thing. I wouldn't buy it. But you're loving the Forester. Dogs love it. Good.
Dogs are loving it.
And Nate apparently bought a car from someone else. So
that doesn't count because you didn't sell it?
No, it doesn't count. Okay. And in fact, he paid full price and then some. Because I will never let him live it down. So he'll be paying for a long time in many different ways.
Let's move on. Let's go to the clue. So share the event clue. We got our latest, last clue for Super Blue.
This is for $2,500. Well, a chance at $2,500. Yeah. And we've done 6 of them. This is the 7th one. So listen carefully. We've had 2 or 3 podcast listeners win these.
Yeah, they've definitely found them.
So this is a good spot for you to
This one's easy. This one should
Is it?
Well, it was easy for me. For you, not so much.
Yeah, we should go back. We should have taped all my guesses throughout all this time and then played them all at the end and see how bad they were. I was. Yeah.
Did you get any of them right?
Pensacola, Florida. No, I'm just kidding. Hello, friends. It's me, Suba Blue, and I'm here to offer you your 7th and final clue. At first glance, you may think this is your last chance, but the key is hidden where returns should be forbidden. Mother-in-law's house. Just kidding. A place to find affection and take home a connection. A place where love is felt county-wide, but also where tears are shared and cried. Don't piddle-paddle and dilly-dally. Assemble your pack and rally to this call. After all, $2,500 is on the line, and if you miss this chance, you may start to whine.
There you go.
There are a lot of good clues in there. I missed a few that
You missed it really badly. Because your guess was really bad.
So there you go.
Nothing literally to do with the clue at all.
That's your 7th clue. Go. Ready, set, go.
Go.
Find it. All right, coming up next, movies in reels. Be right back.
The mission of Discovery Gateway Children's Museum is to inspire children of all ages and abilities to imagine, discover, and connect with their world to make a difference.
But no matter where you live in Utah, Discovery Gateway Children's Museum and Mark Miller Subaru believe that your child should have access to the educational programs that help them learn both inside and outside of the classroom. That's why Discovery Gateway's fleet of Mark Miller Subaru outreach vehicles help deliver informal science education programs to classrooms throughout Utah. These Subarus travel to nearly 1,000 schools to help educators inspire their students to think big and to dream even bigger.
After all, when we come together to deliver opportunities for success, we're creating a stronger future for our community and building leaders of tomorrow. Join Mark Miller Subaru in delivering hope during the Subaru Share the Love event happening now. Learn more at markmillersubaru.com.
Movies!
All right, Jeff. Glass Onion, A Knives
I know. I need to watch it tonight. It's on my plans for watch tonight. I like Knives Out. Love Knives Out.
Did you like the first one?
Yeah, the crowd.
I love the first one.
Oh my god, the cast in this is awesome.
Phenomenal cast, and I will say there is not a weak character or actor in this cast. Everyone nails it in this show. I loved every second of it until one moment near the end, where I kind of felt like it was a Hail Mary, but. I love this show. I've watched it twice. I'm going to watch it a third time.
So, to recommend? Give me a grade.
A-.
Ooh, that's solid for Austin.
It's really good.
It would have been an A if it wasn't for that moment?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Okay. Yep. It may have been an A+ if it wasn't for that moment.
So, it's a recommend for sure.
Absolutely. It's on Netflix. I would go see it in theaters as well. Speaking of seeing in theaters, the movies that came out on Christmas include
Avatar.
The Way of Water.
This is the second one.
It
Right?
is.
There's a third one coming too, from what I hear. I hear they're making a third one.
Wow. Well, this one that took 10 years to make the first one, 10 years to make the second one.
Oh.
How long is it going to be till we get the third one? I might not be around.
You haven't seen this one yet.
And I probably won't.
Did you see the first
I
one?
did. It was Dances with Wolves in a video game. Bothered me greatly.
You don't like Dances with Wolves?
Love Dances with Wolves, but it's the same story.
Oh.
They just put it on Blue Aliens. And it bothered me that no one called them out on that. But if you're going to go to a movie theater to see a movie, this is the one to go see.
I think you should submit like an op-ed to the Hollywood Reporter or something like that.
It was Tatanka in space, man. I don't know what to tell you. All right, or space or whatever they are.
Next movie, Babylon. This one looks awesome.
So
I think I did this in a different language.
Oh, did you? Oh, yeah. 19 January in De Scoop.
Is that Italian?
I have no idea.
How come written and directed is not in Italian?
Yeah, I don't know. That's very odd.
That's a weird poster I got. But anyway.
Incredible cast once again. The Damien Chazelle makes great movies. And I think that what I've heard about this movie is it's better than it looks in the trailers.
It looks really good. It's the idea of a 20s Hollywood when movies went from silent to actually speaking in movies.
Yeah.
Talking movies.
Spit everywhere.
Spittle.
So Babylon, Avatar, we got Puss in Boots,
Puss
The
in
Last
Boots.
Wish. Is that what it's called?
Yep, The Last Wish.
Thank God it's the last one.
It's another
and
Shrek spinoff.
This is right. I just
Those DreamWorks guys, they
hammered.
really are good at getting every last dollar.
bringing that rag.
Every last dollar out of that rag,
I
right?
hear a penny in there. Jingle that out of
There's a chance for a little bit more money.
It's a car wash token. That's something. Yeah. All right, and then I Want to Dance with Somebody, the biopic of Whitney Houston.
And this is the writer of Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yep.
I bet this is going to be pretty good.
I have not seen this for one reason. I should say two reasons. Their names are Harper and Asher. Otherwise, I would have seen this already. Because she's my favorite singer of all time.
Yep.
And this song is my jam.
Yep.
So I love that they named this movie after her best song.
Yeah.
So anyway, good movies to go see right now.
Definitely.
Jeff,
Good holiday season choices.
Yeah, did you watch anything over the Christmas holiday?
I finished watching White Lotus.
Oh yeah, you were telling us
talking
about
last
that
week.
show. Yeah.
Crazy finish to
Season
that.
2?
Yeah, it had a crazy finish to it. For those who have seen
Was
it.
it good?
Yeah, it was really good. And there's
Season
going to
2
be
better than 1?
Different.
Yeah.
Different. Yeah, like it's about like different vices and the idea and like it's like human nature and it's a really like introspective look on how people act.
Okay.
And like the idea of it is, and even the director talks about it after the first one because it's like HBO always does those like retrospectives after their shows, and like the first one's all about money, the first season.
Okay.
The second one's all about sex.
Oh, wow.
And then the third one, he's like, the third one might be about like Eastern,
Money and sex.
mostly any sex, but it mixed in with like Eastern religion and things like that.
Oh my
Like,
gosh.
so my guess is they're going like Maldives or somewhere. I don't know. Like because it's gonna be a new resort. The idea of the season is it's like a week at a resort somewhere.
They're not all the same result.
No, like the first one was in Hawaii, the second one was in Italy, but they're White Lotus hotels. It's like the same chain of hotels.
Okay.
And it's always a force.
mystery?
It's kind of like a comedy, drama, mystery. It's all
Like a
together.
dramedy.
Yeah, it's just a lot
Dramedy mystery.
It's a lot of like
mystery.
interwoven stories that are just weird. It's just a good show.
I've
I
heard
recommend
really
it.
good things.
It's
not
a really,
just from you,
it's a
but-
really good show. It got picked up for the third season, so that's good.
And I'm very sad that you didn't have your Christmas present here to show the people.
Oh my! It's hanging on my wall over there.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So we can't show it. It's on the wall.
So Austin gave me a Ted Lasso calendar for Christmas, and I told him the better present would be to actually watch Ted Lasso.
Yeah.
So that's I've asked for that for Christmas for next year. So hopefully by next year's Christmas he'll get me that present.
I've seen enough.
You haven't.
I probably haven't.
You should at least watch the Ted Lasso Christmas episode. That's like a new family
So
tradition.
the one
for
where
our
he's
family.
playing darts.
No, that's a different one.
Oh.
That's also a good
It's the
episode.
one where he hits the sign.
Also not. He does that in most episodes.
Is it the one where he talks about loving that girl that left him?
No.
Oh.
You need to stop watching TikTok.
Is it the one where Nate stabs him in the back?
Also not.
Oh, dang it.
Okay. So by next week, he'll have watched all of Ted Lasso.
Yep. All right. Ashley, congrats on the new car and manager of the year. Jeff, congrats on being you.
Thank you. And Utah, the Rose Bowl by 5?
Utah by 5, baby.
Trust me.